today I'm going to talk to you guys about the punches that are thrown in boxing matches. These punches that I'm going to cover are the jab, the straight, the hook, and the uppercut. The intended audience for this video is anybody who's just a beginner, wants to learn the basics of the punches that are thrown for boxing matches that can help them get leverage in a win, can also really keep them in shape too. And to wrap that all together, I'm going to show you guys all the combinations, maybe just a few, to wrap it all together, and let's start.
Okay, so the first punch that I'm going to cover is the jab, also known as the setup punch. This is because it brings in other combinations. This is more of a snap than a punch. As you can see in the video, I'm just snapping my shoulder and my elbow, not really generating a whole lot of weight. This can knock off your opponent because of the speed that it generates, and this punch is definitely the most common punch that a boxer uses versus the straight, which will be explained here in the next clip. Okay, so the next punch that will be covered is the straight, also known as the cross. This punch is used as your dominant hand, either you're an orthodox fighter, right-handed, or southpaw left-handed. The goal of this punch is to punch through the target rather than snap at the target. So the next punch that I'm going to cover is the hook. The hook generates an enormous amount of power with every punch. That is because turning the parallel hip to the body, such as the video, I can bring in that side punch with the power of the hip as well. The last punch that I'm going to cover is the uppercut. The uppercut is not used as much as the jab or the straight or even the hook, but when it comes to close distance, the uppercut can be devastating to your opponent. That is because it is a punch that is commonly landed on the chin, and this punch is used usually at the end of a combination.
So the first combination that I'm going to talk to you guys about is simply called a 1-2. The 1 being a jab and the 2 being a straight. So to put this all in motion, this is something that it would look like. So 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Notice as my hands and my elbows are up towards my face and I got my chin tucked down, so it's 1-2, 1-2. Vice versa for a 2-1, it's 2-1, 2-1. Next combination I'm going to talk to you guys about is the jab and the hook, known as 1-3. These numbers that I'm throwing out there are numbers that boxers use. Their trainers throw out these numbers, that way they know what to do. So a 1-3, a jab, hook, looks right here. So jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook. Notice as I'm not overextending here, I'm keeping it all tight, while my protected arm is protecting my weak side of the face. The last combination I'm going to talk to you guys about is the jab and the uppercut. Now this could be a very good tool, very good combination to use when you're up close to your opponent. So right here to demonstrate, it's a jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. The numbers here, the combination is a 1-5. So if you want to learn a little bit about that, go ahead and research that. It will really help you out if you want to learn. So check it out. So I just showed you some combinations. There are plenty more of other combinations. If you really want to check it out, go ahead, look on YouTube, look and see what other fighters are doing, or just research an article and see how combinations, how many there really are, and what they can do for the benefits of being a better fighter. But to wrap that up, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of shadow boxing. I'll demonstrate what shadow boxing is here right now.